I don't even know what I'm going to talk about. Well, I'm just going to talk about anything. Like, right now, I'm just trying to think of ways to try and strengthen my willpower. Because sometimes it's quite weak. Sometimes I think to myself, how can I get myself to accomplish certain tasks? Or how can I get myself to rise above certain challenges? And I think to myself, well, what is it that I already have? Well, I'm living in a home. I'm getting ample food every day. I've got a job. I'm getting money. You know, I've got loved ones around me. I've got my family there to support me. I've got all of these attributes. I have a university education. So that was all stemmed by the support of other people and produced from my own willpower. So it then begs me to question, how do things get taken into place? Like, how do certain events happen? And the way I see it, I thought about it this morning, and the way I see it is that everything is dependable upon thought. Everything depends upon thought. Whatever you're thinking today, currently, will shape your future. Whatever you thought about before is why you're in your current situation now, or why you're doing what you're doing right now. The reason I'm making this video is because of thought alone. So that says that thought is extremely important for what we do. So we've always heard, oh, positive thinking, negative thinking, positive thoughts, negative thoughts. How do we maintain positive thoughts? It's a very difficult thing to do. People say it as if you can just throw out positive thoughts and pour it into anybody and, help you express it onto other people and them express it onto you, and then it's infectious. And yeah, positive thoughts are infectious, but they're hard to obtain, especially if you're in a negative association, or especially if you're in negative vibes or feelings or emotions. It's hard for you to express positively. So what do you do? Well, this is what I do. I step back from whatever negative event or association or occasion that I'm experiencing, and I just think to myself, what do I have? What should I be thankful for? Why is whatever happened to me this way? What positives can I take from it? And it's difficult to do that. But once you can truly master the art of trying to get positive things out of any situation, you start climbing ladders. You become a mountaineer. There's something important that an inspirational speaker said to me when I was once doing athletics quite competitively in my early teens. And he said to me, there's two types of people. There's valley people and there's mountain people. Valley people will just travel across valleys, up and down slopes, up and down slopes. Whereas mountain people will continue to climb up, get to the peak, and discover there's another mountain to climb, and keep on climbing. And they won't stop climbing until they've reached as many peaks as possible. That is the objective. In order for you to reach true enlightenment, true understanding, true nature of your being and your spirit, if you believe in the spirit, or understanding the near true closeness to God, if you believe in God or the universe or karma or love or life itself or sacred geometry or the spirit or the soul, whatever you believe in, you need to never give up. Be grateful for what you have and climb up. Climb up using positivity as your stronghold. You need to maintain positivity wherever you are. Any negative vibes delete from your life. It's hard to do that. How do you remove negative vibes from your life? Well, think about what you're thankful for. Think about what you're grateful for. Think about all those positions where you could have been less fortunate. Think about all those other people who don't have the things that you have. It's hard to do because we're selfish. We're selfish beings at times. And gratitude is a difficult attitude to obtain. But once you do obtain it and reach a certain latitude, then you will become successful. You will become successful, and there's nothing in your path that will destroy your achievements. You know, there's a true understanding and nature of being that needs to be established in today's society. People need to mentally and critically analyze certain situations in order for them to understand right from wrong, A from B, black from white. There shouldn't be no middle ground or somewhat mediocre understanding of an event. You must truly understand a certain situation in order to rise above it. I've always said understanding is the application of knowledge in action. You apply knowledge. You don't understand something unless you truly change your current actions. That's when you understand something. So once you understand that you want to be successful, you will start thanking God, the universe, karma, whatever it is, for whatever you have currently, because there's a reason why you have those things. And until you don't realize and are grateful for what you have, it's difficult for you to rise above any situation. People do it subconsciously. For some people, it may take longer for them to understand that they are not necessarily in a worse of situation. Some people find it very difficult to obtain this level of positivity. But you can find it in so many different forms. You can find it when you eat, when you watch TV, when you watch YouTube videos, when you're on your Twitter feed laughing at different people, when you're on Facebook, when you're talking to a friend who inspires you or who motivates you, when you read up an article on an inspirational person who you aspire to be. There are so many people who have got out the little circle of society and escaped in order to reach the top. That's what we need to do. We need to escape that little pocket and become entrepreneurs within our own right upon this earth. That's what we need to do. Yes, I know a lot of people's motivation is money, but we can't only be motivated by money. We need to be motivated by love. Love for what we want to do, love for other people, love for what we have, being grateful for what we have. There's a true magic and understanding, as Rhonda Byrne would say, that underlies between the true gratitude that we must have upon the things that are within our life. Rise above any situation. You can. You are the potential that is on this earth now. You survived. Out of the 300 million or billion sperm or whatever it is that is within the male sperm count, you're the one that survived. Or you're the one that won, should I say. You're the one that won the race. So if you can win that race, imagine what you can do with 2 legs, 2 arms, a brain to think with, character to shine with. There's so many things that we can do. But don't let certain situations temporarily or in effect permanently knock you down mentally, physically, spiritually, socially, and all the other ollies. Do you know what I mean? Don't let that happen. Be strong. Understand the spirit within. Understand the energy within. And I promise you, once you see that true self of yourself, there's nothing that can't stop you. Nothing. Use what you will. Numbers, religion, astrology, whatever you must. Use what you will. Allow those close to you to help you. Don't abuse any sort of authority or nature within you. Work with people. Because when you start working against people, life works against you. Don't go with your flow, go with life's flow. So there was no real motive behind this talk, but I thought, hey, let me just talk. Over and out from Gusto. Peace.